Welcome, everybody. This is the Metaphysical Fair podcast. We'll call it that. It's our first one. So please bear with us as we're learning and experiencing together. But we wanted to bring some of our vendors, some of our wonderful vendors that come to the fair. Shoena Helen Harris is here with us today, and they come with Geolite Works. They come to the fair. They've been coming to the fair probably, what has it been, maybe 5 or 6 years at least. I know we've been doing it
Maybe
a total of
longer.
8, maybe longer than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been quite a while. We love having them come. They have all sorts of products. We'll talk about that first. I'm really excited, though, at the end. I want to talk about Shoena's new book. She's author of a new book, a novel that came out. I did start to read that. It's a really good book. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far a lot. So definitely want to recommend that to everybody. But tell us a little bit about coming to the fair and the different products and services that you offer, and what people can expect to see. I will go ahead and when we edit this, I'll put some information, the pictures and things from some of the things that you guys do offer as well.
Okay. Okay.
But just let us know what you normally come and bring and what services
Okay.
you offer as well, besides
Okay. Yeah. We have gemstones
Mhm.
and jewelry. I do energy work. I work a lot with EMF protection products, grounding, earthing. I do sessions. I do readings.
What type of readings do you do?
Mine's a little different than the normal
Uh-huh.
psychic. I work with the oversoul. I
Okay.
communicate oversoul to oversoul.
Uh-huh.
I am able then to not go into their unresolved genetic stuff.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Uh-huh.
a protection. So I do my readings from that way, and I do the energy work from there, from the
Uh-huh.
heart of sacred space, not going out the top of the head, out into a
Right.
collective or um, so I go through the heart and connect there, and it's a neutral zone.
Okay.
So I do all my work from there. I also have um, organite that is, um, if a person lives in well, NASA calls it geopathic stress zones,
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm able to now find what type of a stress zone it is.
Okay.
And many, many, many people live in houses with these, I call it noxious zones,
Okay.
and it affects their health.
Uh-huh.
It's basically a haunted house. It's a rip in the fabric of time and space, and it allows the dead zone to come through and find a host, and they attach to you, and they make you sick.
Mm.
NASA
Now,
even
what
says
kind,
that
so
it.
that's the symptoms is sickness. Is there a particular type of sicknesses that people tend to kind of fall
Oh,
under with this?
I can now identify. I've done it so long. When I moved in with my current husband, within a few months, I was a cripple,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't figure out why.
Okay.
And so I got diagnosed I'd be a cripple for life and go get on insurance, yada, yada. And then I went to research what in the heck happened. It was
Uh-huh.
like overnight. I was sleeping in it for 8 hours a day. And so it fused my wrists. I couldn't hardly walk, couldn't
Right.
do anything.
Right.
So I quit the pills he said I would have to take for kidney dialysis and went on my own journey. And I found out about these geopathic stress zones.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like almost 20, well, it was in 2000.
Right.
So that led me on this journey to find out how to repair these. A lot of people had talked about it, but I found through my muscle testing that it wasn't necessarily accurate. So it kept taking me deeper and deeper.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of my specialties is helping to identify what's going on in a person's environment. And so I've found NASA says that it can cause cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So I found there's different types. It affected my joints.
Okay.
My mother lived in one and she had cancer. My stepfather had it affected his joints. So it
Mm-hmm.
depends on a person's propensities
Right.
as far as their health conditioning. So there's different types.
Right.
So I make my orgonite that helps with this rebalancing the environment. And then I learned that, well, then if you move away, I moved away,
Uh-huh.
but I realized I had the imprint of that place where I lived on the earth in my field.
Okay.
So I was still being affected. So I
Right.
learned to work with that. So,
Okay.
and then, so I have sacred geometry, light
Right.
language.
Uh-huh.
I work with that to help a person to go through their ascension transformational process. Been
Okay.
on that journey for 36 years, and that's what my
Hmm.
book is about,
Very
my
cool.
series. So it's my story put into a novel, a teaching novel, um, how to go through, how to listen to the body,
Right.
learn how to go inside.
Tell us
So
the
it's a
name of
whole,
the novel
uh,
of your book.
yeah, the twin flames,
Codes. Uh-huh.
the twin flame codes, and it's a series. It's going to
Okay.
be three or four.
Now you
So
have just the first volume out now, though, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes. Okay.
I've written it all for years, but guidance wouldn't let me get it out until now.
Okay.
The earth
So
is
it's the
ready for
time.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the time.
People are ready to go inside
Uh-huh.
instead of everything is outside of you. Now do the inner work.
Right.
So it's a manual for that process. So I was a test subject, a guinea pig, I
Okay.
always say, for this new Immaculate Conception that I went through.
Mm-hmm.
And now it is a new template for humanity to have a roadmap, to have a grid to support someone going within. All that
Mm-hmm.
we know is about going external.
Right.
And that's what I call the Adam and Eve blueprint. I don't want to be duality. I don't want to be
Right.
polarized anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the power to now go inside and rescript and transform everything. We don't have to be and experience pain and suffering. And that's all the
Right.
human knows. We have the power, if you go inside, to now reverse engineer what was done to the human.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like I said, I started reading the novel. What I think is really cool or kind of amazing is you put it in a novel format, as you know,
Yeah.
it's written as a novel, but it has all of your understandings, your metaphysical and spiritual
Mhm.
understandings come right through. You're able, because
Yes.
and I can tell everybody, Showena is like a encyclopedia of metaphysics and spiritual knowledge. When I have something that I'm like stuck on, I go over to her and say, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And she always gives me a lot of insight as to what's going on around me, whether it's around me or even like the land, that I'm around. Lots of information that you always have. It's a wonderful. But I see in the novel that all coming through, which is really
Yes.
kind of a really cool thing to happen. So I would definitely recommend. Now, will you have for anybody to get the book? Will you have copies of the book at the
Yes.
Excellent. That's excellent.
Yes. And
And
I
if
can
I remember right,
autograph them.
you're actually going to be doing a talk on it as
Yes.
well. So
Yes.
make sure you come. Don't miss that talk. Make sure you come and get a copy of it. And then you can also get, I'm assuming, a signed copy as well.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's what I want to get, a signed copy when I've got one coming, but you'll have to sign mine. I'll bring it. So,
Yes.
okay. I
Okay.
did start reading it. I have the electronic version right now that I'm reading, but
Uh-huh.
I've got a physical copy coming as well. So
Hmm.
that's excellent. I'd love to hear that with this new book. I'm very impressed that you got that done. That it's actually coming out, and that it's out here in the physical. For a lot of
Hmm.
people, I know it's kind of hard to take that step and bring it to the physical. So it's just excellent. But you said it's time. You,
It's time because it's
yeah,
coded.
yeah.
All of the five main characters is aspects within you
Hmm.
that we all have to repair that DNA and bring what was separated back together.
Okay.
So it's three couples that comes back together that has to do with our Trinity.
When you said separated and you had said kind of almost like they it's almost like, how did that happen? You give me a little rundown of how the separation occurred, because I'm
Okay.
hearing like almost like they, and I was wondering who is they,
Yeah, I can go deep.
Okay. Well, we only got a
Anyway,
little bit of
I
time,
won't go
but
that
go as
way.
deep as you can
But
to give me a just a
yeah,
general idea anyway.
I know thousands of years ago there was, let's say, the dark ETs that came.
Uh-huh.
They were physical geneticists and they loved lab rats.
Uh-huh.
So they
Would
found
that be
this
like what I
hominid.
hear Anunnaki kind of
Yes,
thing? Yes. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's that type of energy, and they started playing with what was on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
So they kept um, modifying them, kept changing. I get from universe that there was 6 different times they did it,
Okay.
and now
Okay.
we're that offspring of separation.
Okay.
They didn't know what spiritual genetics were.
Uh-huh.
Originally, there was a spiritual genetic codes attached to the soul. They didn't want that. They wanted the physical side of your heart.
Okay. Right.
So our soul is a physical. All we know is physicality. It's
Mm-hmm.
hard to bust through and believe in an internal source.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the separation. They spliced their DNA into us
Mm-hmm.
so that they could create their own, what we call human.
Right.
And we're that byproduct. So my journey through my Immaculate Conception was an experiment from my first happening. And that was the words, can I get pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about, can you, the individual, allow to have an indwelling presence rise up within you because it's been dormant, it's been
Mm-hmm.
separated. Not really, but we think it is.
Right.
It's all there. It's a treasure chest within you that we've forgotten.
We put
So we
ourselves in a
need to
cage.
open.
Yeah.
We've got to open that inner door back up and begin to believe that there's something of value inside of me instead of me being this um, no good.
Right.
I'm not worth anything. A
Right.
sinner.
Right.
It's bull.
All those
That's
different kinds of
bull.
victim mentality. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have the power now, if we're ready to wake up and
Mhm.
give birth to a self, an inner self, not an external self,
Right.
internal, and begin to allow the inner guidance to guide you.
Mm-hmm.
So my art, everything since my conception is an expression of that indwelling that I actually allowed to live within me. I didn't abort it,
Mm-hmm.
So I was like pregnant, looked physically for 15 months,
Mm-hmm.
and but it took that long to get through here,
Okay.
and we're all
Now,
going to go through that.
right. And I was going to say, do you think that's the way you're describing that is like if we're all going through that process, is that part of that ascension process coming to understand ourselves in a
Yes,
way and is part of the what we need to do to actually move beyond kind of that where we're stuck in this
yes,
matrix kind of a thing, stuck in a way that isn't
yeah.
beneficial to us, the
We
physical.
yeah, we came to save the body.
Mm,
We thought we wanted to get out of the body. It's an old sinner, it's sinful creature,
right.
and it's not. We come to save the body.
Mm-hmm.
We need to love the body, get back in the body instead of trying to get out of the
Completely
body and
separate.
judging it.
Right.
Yeah, that's separation.
Mm-hmm.
So to get back into the body and begin to love it, heal it, help it, to remember what it really was before we were messed with.
I love that. That's
So it's all about waking
connecting,
up,
reconnecting. Yeah, exactly.
reconnecting.
Uh-huh.
It's the true reconnecting back to the body had its own universal source connection.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want that. They wanted you to be controlled.
Right. Okay.
So they manipulated us so that we could never grasp and would go into fear if we tried to go outside of the collective norm.
Right.
So their code is fear.
Uh-huh. Right.
Our code is how to be come unconditional love. Understand what's happened. So I'm all about understanding, and I help people learn what's going on inside of them because I've been there.
Right.
So it's guided me
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
the
And
whole journey.
I'm glad that you're, going to actually have a talk about this and let
Yeah,
kind of tell people a little bit more in depth about what it is that they can experience through reading that novel, because I know
yes.
that's got a lot of great information just as far as I've gone so far. It is
Hmm.
going to go, I don't want to say on the deeper end, it's going to go to give you an understanding. Uh,
Yeah,
it doesn't seem deep. It seems, in a way it does, but it seems because it's in a novel format.
yeah,
That's what I like
yeah,
about it. It's like reading a metaphysical book, but that's actually a novel rather
yeah,
than there's a set of all these different,
yeah,
things that you have to do this, this, and this, and it kind of goes. This is kind of grabs you
yeah,
because it's actually
yeah,
something that you can relate to a person's real life. Well,
yeah,
maybe fiction.
yeah,
That it's a life that you're reading about, and I would assume a lot of that has
yeah,
to do with your experiences are
yeah,
being put down through that novel,
yes,
which
yes.
is a
And
wonderful
I didn't know
idea.
how the storyline was going to go.
Uh-huh.
It all came out of me.
It just allowed it to
It
happen.
allowed, I allowed
Hmm.
that omni divine presence within me to come through.
Very cool.
It's not a channeling, it's me.
Right, right.
It's that part of myself that I allowed myself to give birth to, and that's what comes in all of my modalities.
Right.
Everything is charged with that divine sacred geometry and inner geometry
Uh-huh.
that helps the body go through its redesigning, its restructuring.
Right. Right.
And it's a frequency that we've got to allow to be birthed within the body.
Okay. Very cool. Now, where can people get the book? Um, if they want to get it before, they can get it at the fair,
Mm-hmm.
but and get a signed copy at the fair. But if they were
Yes.
wanting to get a copy before, where would they go to get that?
Amazon has it,
Okay.
so
If
just
they
put
just
in the twin flame codes,
okay.
Shoena Helen Harris,
Uh-huh.
and it'll come up.
Excellent. Excellent.
And many of
Well,
the others have it, but we're
okay.
kind of dedicating it to them.
Okay.
They give us more.
Okay.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh.
I did want to ask, going back to the, the fair, and you're going to be there with a lot of your different, items that you have for sale and offering. Do you guys have a physical location, a store, or
Yeah, we
do you
have a
not?
little store here in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
My daughter has an office, so it's a
Uh-huh.
pretty good sized room. So she does the energy work. I do some in and out once in a
Okay.
while. And then the other half is a store.
Okay.
So
So
we
like
have,
products, metaphysical
yeah,
products and things.
all of our mist and
Now, is
essential
that
oil
open
blends.
through like what time frames? Is it all week
Well,
or is it
no,
by appointment or how does it?
appointment,
It's
yeah,
appointment. Okay.
when she's there. And so we live way out in the country. She
Uh-huh.
lives local.
Okay.
So she kind of sets that up.
All right.
So, yeah,
Just in case anybody's going through Oklahoma City and wants to, stop in,
yeah.
so they would need to kind of give you a call. Uh,
Hmm.
and we can put, underneath the video here, a number for them to contact you out if you're
Yeah,
okay with that, and an
yeah.
address.
And,
You can give me that as well.
and that particular little store is called Sacred Treasures.
Okay. Sacred Treasures.
That's all about
Exactly. Yeah. That's
treasures.
excellent. I love that.
Yeah.
All right. So we're looking forward to seeing you. I wanted to make sure that we, had that opportunity to talk, and we'll share this with everybody out there in social
Uh-huh.
media land. Okay.
Yes.
Let everybody know that you're going to be there at the fair as well. So
Yes.
that fair is coming up. Now, keep in mind, that's the 23rd Metaphysical Fair in Nixa. Let me look at my address. The address there is 842 West Guin. That's Guin Road in Nixa. And the zip is 65714. Our dates, just so everybody knows, we will be opening on the 14th of November. That's the Friday. Every day it's 10 to 5. So make sure you make your way to the fair. You can just purchase tickets right at the door, and we would love to see everybody come. Definitely come and visit Joseph and Shoena there at the fair. They'd love to see you. We love having them, and thank you so much for letting this happen. And I'm glad it happened. We had a few
Yes,
technical difficulties there at the beginning, but thank you so much for being here, Shoena.
you're welcome.
You have
Pleasure.
a great day, okay?
Okay,
Thank
you
you so
too.
much.
Uh-huh. Bye.
Bye bye.